Asia has been undergoing considerable growth and playing a more significant role in the world economy. However, on the other side, a variety of environmental and social issues are also arising. The key to eliminating these problems and achieving world peace lies in the youth that will lead the next generation. The AEON 1% Club has held many exchange activities in order to promote and improve friendship between Asian countries. One of those activities is Asia Youth Leaders Program. Asia Youth Leaders is a program where high school and university students who are future leaders from 6 Asian countries come together to discuss and propose to the host city government effective solutions to environmental and social issues. Through multilateral exchange, they learn from diversity of values, make lots of friends, and deepen the relationships between countries. Begun in 2010, the program has been held in many countries with varying themes such as biodiversity, water and economy, and air pollution. In 2015, a total of 117 high school and university students from 6 Asian countries came together in Tianjin, China. The theme for this event was waste management. The high school students considered the issue from a citizen perspective. Meanwhile, the university students took a government perspective. Through lectures, inspection, and team discussions, the participants learned diversity of value and developed proposals to improve and solve the current issues on waste management, which they then presented to the local government. On August 16th, the high school and university students from each country met each other for the first time. They split into teams and started off with self-introductions. Next, each team elected a leader and sub-leader who would play their roles in uniting the group. The elected leaders and sub-leaders would help in bringing their team members together during the week of activities and coordinating team discussions as well as the final presentation. A reception was also held in order to welcome the students. Many guests of honor, including the Vice Mayor of Tianjin and representatives from the embassies of the participating countries in China, made time for the reception to meet and give words of encouragement to the students coming from their home countries. First, the Vice Mayor of Tianjin delivered a welcome speech.
我们相信，本次活动一定能够成为亚洲各国青少年进一步展示才能、加强国际交流的良好舞台，也殷切希望以此活动为契机，不断推进青少年相互学习、共同进步、加深了解、增进友谊。
Next was a message by the minister from the Royal Thai Embassy in Beijing.
I admire the Foundation's vision in creating the Asia Youth Leaders Program, which recognizes the potential of our youth and has successfully helped to develop the next generation in working together to drive social change. I believe that this is the correct path, as it is our youth who will shape the world's future.
And then, the high school and university students of Tianjin, as representatives of the host country, sang local songs and performed Chinese traditional musical instruments in order to welcome the participating members from the other 5 countries who traveled far to be in China.
1, 2.
we have interviewed some students and honorable guests to know what they expected from the program.
And my expectation for this program, I think that I can make many friends and as well as to spread Chinese culture to many different countries. And before that, I just want to give some environmental ideas about China to the whole world.
My hope in this program is I can solve the waste problem in Tianjin, and eventually in the future I can have my own city to solve its waste problem.
First of all, the thing I expect from this program is a better awareness for people to protect the environment. I hope from this program and not only have raising the awareness but also make a lot of good friends and understand more about other countries' cultures.
I think this program is very good for me to know how about the culture in other countries like Japan or Indonesia, because I really very happy here, then want to know about this issue.
I'm hoping to exchange our background and different cultures with some high school students from 6 different countries, and I'm sure that everyone's very talented and very intelligent, so we can we can find a very good way to solve the changes problems.
Actually, there are many activities that are very interesting, such as making dumplings tomorrow, and just going to all of these really interesting places, and it's just a great opportunity for us to get to see other different type of places from different type of countries and just meeting different people.
やっぱり言葉の壁とか、あるいは初めて外国に来たような子どもたちもいるんですけども、みんなやっぱりのびのびとですね、心を開いて、仲間たちと交流しようというその気持ちにとっても勇気づけられました。
So all young future leaders, I think this is a good time for you to know each other and also to know what is the best for the world in the future. See you.
The first day of the program, the students were able to exchange views with their new companions and had an enjoyable time together. One of the objectives of the program is to have the students understand diversity of values. Many ice-breaking activities were held to help them remember their team members' faces and understand one another. First was a Tai Chi experience. They split into their teams and received the instructions. Each team then took turns showing their moves. This was their first step towards strengthening their teamwork. Next, the students learned to make Chinese dumplings. And together, they enjoyed eating the hot and delicious dumplings.
I learned that it is important to talk anything as possible as can. It is important to talk, and it is about to keeping silent.
I love to speak to them to get to know more about their culture and their countries, and we can exchange our experience and knowledge with each other, so I can better myself in the future.
After getting to know more about each other, they began to work on the other objective of the program, which was to work towards a solution for Tianjin's waste management problems, with high school students representing the perspective of the citizens and university students representing the perspective of the government. First, in order to deepen their understanding of Tianjin's waste problems, the participants attended lectures from experts in different fields. After each lecture, the students raised many questions to gain more knowledge of the issue. The first lecture was about China's domestic waste separation system.
So I want to ask, how do you recycle electronic component? And the other one is, how do you dispose any substance that containing chemical?
甚至说每一个一个化学成分，如果说这些成分在生产过程当中一旦归为这一类化学这个危险废物的话，我们会根据它的这个种类的划分，我们有很多有资质的这样的一个处理企业、专业化的处理公司来进行处理。
The second was about policies of Tianjin City regarding its waste problems.
My question is, I have heard about landfill mining technology that probably could be implemented. We could find some more valuable waste in landfill site, and probably we could do recycle and something like that. So what your opinion about landfill mining technology, that is it possible to be implemented in China, especially in Tianjin? So thank you.
I just mentioned that the simple dumping just cause a lot of serious environmental problems, especially hazard, maybe harm to the human's health. We just push is to source classification, not classification in landfill yard, right?
The third was a lecture about activities meant to expand environmentally friendly technology to corporations.
How to deal with it. So,
well, I'm a little bit confused. For those companies, maybe they have to use maybe hundreds of employees to manage the waste. Isn't it a waste of human resources? Maybe they can just put the waste to another intermediate company with professional trained workers who can maybe manage or separate waste.
the recycle companies to send the employees go to the Toyota companies, help Toyota make some waste separation. But you know, the different industry have a different industry base. So separation is different. I think that's a very good suggestion.
Actually, I didn't know about. I didn't have much information about Tianjin City, and I think it's very useful information, and I can utilize information in our program.
I'm a citizen in Tianjin, and the lecturer told me a lot about the things that I did not realize in my daily life, and I think it's really useful. And also, I'm studying environmental engineering, and everything seems to be new to me, because the recycle, reduce and reuse of the garbage in our daily life, it can, if we really do something about it, I think it can change the Tianjin city for a more beautiful one with our hands.
Even after the lectures had ended, the students still had many questions to ask, and they listened with interest to the answers given by the lecturers.
So why is the authority not really focusing on one thing to make sure that the people become aware of it? Because that's one of the most problems.
Because it's all the trials. All the trials. We don't know which method will be influential or maybe works.
Having gained knowledge of waste management issues, the participants split into high school and university students, and they went out to conduct observations and surveys from each perspective. Let's look first at the high school student group. The high school students went to a local shopping center to survey ordinary local people about their waste separation habits.
Have you heard about 3R, reduce, reuse, and recycle?
不太懂，没有上过。好像垃圾桶有些可燃烧、不可燃烧的分类。
不分类。咱们住的地方就是天津，有没有组织或者公司来推动这个3.2的践行？
没听过，我没听过。
never heard about that.
学校有应该，公司应该没有。
A lot of customers, they actually don't want to answer our questions.
I mean, they actually just say, you guys go away, you guys go away. But there are still some kind of guys who are willing to help us and give us very specific answers, and I really thank them. Yeah.
Next, they went to inspect a new model of waste separation in the Sino-Singapore Tianjin Eco City.
垃圾投放以后呀，通过负压沿这条管道抽送到这两个分离机里边，这一个是湿的，一个是干的。通过这个分离器呀，把固体和气体分开。
Afterwards, they visited a waste incineration plant.
那么我们肩负着天津市近1/4的市区垃圾的处理任务。
There, they were able to see how tons of waste was being treated. Through these activities, the high school students became more aware of waste issues.
You know, when you burn the garbage, you release smoke and all that, but you also release chemicals, right? So, like the other product, you use it for other useful purposes. What about the chemicals? What happens to them? Is it just released through the air?
我们在焚烧过程中，因为垃圾中含有氯很高，所以说在后期会产生诸如二恶英这样的一些特殊物、有害物。那么这些产生物，我们通过温度的控制，通过后边的布袋的过滤，通过活性炭吸附以及布袋这样的过滤，能够完全的拦截在我们烟筒之前，就是完全在排出之前要完全的拦截下来。
And I know that this system is really convenient and really effective for the city and can help to reduce the amount of garbage, can make Tianjin like a better place and a cleaner place. Yeah.
Meanwhile, the university student group visited a landfill where garbage is being buried underground. There, they learned how waste is treated.
生活垃圾填埋场这个总的占地面积大概60万平方米，有对环境保护的一系列的设施。垃圾填埋区产生的填埋器，我们有填埋器发电装置。
Do the people working here get the rate of the rubbish directly, and what are the protection measures for them? Thank you.
我们有一些劳动保护措施。这个，你比如说，脚底下穿的是这个是防扎的那种鞋。
Like the director said, this is not sustainable, but it's urgent. So I think the university students should think of any policy that can improve the situation to make it more sustainable for the future.
Next, the university students visited the waste incineration plant.
And the new garbage will be put and composted there for 3 to 4 days. After 3 to 4 days, and this equipment will take the garbage into there. There are 3 main gates for the garbage to enter into the boiler.
With a growing interest in waste issues, the university students went out on the streets to hear the voices of Tianjin citizens.
现在问题是，就是您经常会，假如在餐馆吃饭的话，剩下很多您会打包吗？
当然是打包，每次吃饭都是吃了都是。
Every time you restaurant.
你觉得天津的垃圾箱做得好不好？就是市民是不是很容易的去使用它？比如说什么是可回收物，什么是不可回收物？
天津就是因为垃圾箱的种类就有2种，一个是可回收，不可回收。
How was the interview?
Yeah, good. It was fun.
Very good.
Yeah. We were trying to catch male because they're more corporate. They're more corporate.
Today in my group
we already get 20 something, like 25. They really like encourage to give answer and to participate. So I think from this, what we are doing will indirectly give them the awareness about the environmental awareness. Yes.
Having learned about how Tianjin is currently dealing with its waste, visited waste-related facilities, and surveyed the citizens, our students have prepared well for the following discussion. Let's have a look at High School Team C. They are discussing how they can help give a longer life to items that are no longer needed with the implementation of a flea market.
Now you have mentioned like the message board, we can include it in the free market, in the market, because like we write some information about the market.
Yeah, I think about the market is we will only have like a weekly event or a monthly event, right?
Yeah.
But we have to make one real life campaign that is like a long term.
Yeah, it's every day.
Yeah, every day, so people can practice it continuously, not only like for a week or a month. So it will not end this one day.
Say about collecting points.
Yeah, it's a long-term solution.
Long term and can be done every day. So we need to think an easy way of finding points. Something easy to do and easy to collect the information.
In Japan, there's some many people want to do free market.
Okay.
So we have to.
Oh, I get it. So it's like we have to take turns. Like for example, like in the neighborhood, this part will do it first, and then this part will do it second. Like we have to take turns, so we don't have to limit, but then everyone in the neighborhood will have turns to do it.
Limit, no limit.
No limit, but then everyone will have turns to do it.
But we can control.
Yeah, but we can
yes,
control.
it is good. Okay.
So no limit, but then
no limit.
Everyone take turns.
But we have rules.
We have rules.
Meanwhile, the University Team K is exploring the idea of the government providing subsidies to companies in order to promote recycling.
So they're very excited to have these. If these, for example, a company like Eon who actually sells these bottles could work together with TIDA, then the government will let them give recycling box, and they'll allow them to have a recycling box in their shop. These companies will also get subsidized by the government, and because people come to throw away the bottle to their shop, they might also buy things. So they want to have these boxes in their house, in their shop. Did you get it?
I think I get your system. It's very good. But the question is, if you reduce the tax for the company, right? And also you provide the money to the people who donate something like this.
Decide the price of the trash tax, and then how much we can reduce by using these things.
So we have to think about the funds.
So we're gonna.
The government got money. Reduce the tax and also provide the money for the people.
Yeah.
If everyone do it, like 2 million people do it the same thing, the government won't have money.
But the government is trying to get rid of the garbage problem in the first place. So I think they have to pay a certain amount of money. They have to pay. The government has to pay. But this might not be. It might be very difficult to run in countries like Japan. But in the country like China, because the government is very strong, I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, he did say that they're gonna get tax from the factory.
Yeah, but they reduce the tax. He wants to reduce the tax.
But what I think
the
is
government money is from the tax themselves, right? If they reduce the tax, then government have less money, and also the government have to provide money for the people who want to donate the bottle.
Okay, does the trash tax actually exist?
I don't know. Actually, we lack of information about tax, so she just think about the possibilities to do this.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, of course.
I think just a draft, and we will together to make it perfect.
Yeah, this is just a draft. Now we asking question to make it like
perfect.
What is still missing? Yeah, what is still missing here? Yeah.
You know, we have a special accent of local people. So when we are speaking English, I find it's a little bit difficult to understand each other. But it's okay.